Good afternoon. I am down in Bakersfield, and people have talked to me about just practical, my aunt, about practical examples of what I'm talking about and teaching about. And today I was in Bakersfield at one of my accounts, and it's towards the end of the month. It gets pretty rough down here for people because a lot of them are on EBT, so they have money in the beginning of the month, and then towards the end they're struggling. So there's a lot more homeless, there's a lot more hurt out on the streets and people in need. And today I got out of an account, and there was this kid, younger guy in his early 20s. His name was Trey, and I just, he asked if I had a job for him, and I said no, and we started talking, and I just, I sensed the hurt in him, and so I just encouraged him and continued. I ended up praying with him and sharing the goodness of God in that moment with him, encouraging him and bringing out the positive in him and seeing the gold that's within there and bringing it out. He used to play football, I guess, at Ridgeview, which is a really good school, but he's been struggling, believes in God, but just kind of been in a place. And I ended up giving him his sandwich and stuff, and he goes, I just prayed for food. It's so strange that you came along right now. The reality of it is this, is that we get to be that fragrance and love of God wherever we go when we get out of our own way, and he actually started crying out of gratitude of just bringing. He goes, you brought to life the spirit in me, because I was weighted down by life, and yet you brought, just by your kindness, you brought, and he started crying, and he goes, I love you. This is a 5-minute conversation. This is a just taking time out of your day to love someone right there and right in the place where they are. And that's, religion is not, it's not supposed to be us passing judgment or telling people how we need to live. We're supposed to be transformed into the image of God so that we get to be the fragrance and love of God wherever we are. We settle for something so far less than what God intended it for us as being followers or believers or Christians or whatever you want to call yourself. It's about life transformation so that you can be an ambassador, so that you can be the fragrance of God's love wherever you go. So I was, I was in tears afterwards, because just the blessing of being able to be a part of something, like being able to love someone right there in their place and encourage them and bring them up, and pray with them, that the enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy, but Christ has come to give you life and life abundantly, and the perfect love of God will cast out all fear. If he's in a place of fear and anxiety and stuff, it's not from God. But anyway, that is a practical example of being able to love people right where they are and through our identity as children of God. God bless y'all.